Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Krystal, and today we're testing out a product. I don't know about you, but I get a lot of ads on everything, even the mobile games that I like to play. Ads, and believe me, they know who they're targeting for sure. Because I get makeup products, I get clothing brands, I get hair products, and sometimes I see them so many times. I'm like, all right, fine, let me see what you got. And one of those products is the BEACHWAVER. I would love to show you the packaging it comes in, but this shipped to me in the box that it comes in, and it has my address on both sides of the box in, like, you know, from the shipping information. And so in order to keep my silly self from accidentally flashing my address all over the internet, I'm not going to show you the box, but it comes in a box. Okay, there you go. But it did ship to me in the exact packaging that this thing comes in. So if you're trying to get this for someone, just know if they live in the same house as you, if they're there when it shows up, it's probably going to be very evident what it is. Okay, so this is the BEACHWAVER. There are many different kinds. This thing was $150. $150. I'll pop the little thing up on the screen here. It does have like an on-off switch, and it has a temperature gauge. I don't think all of them have the temperature setting. That's why the other ones are a little bit cheaper. I think this is the 1 1/4 inch barrel. Like I said, everything will be on the little picture I insert, the exact one that I got. And then if you don't know what a BEACHWAVER is, it has this little nifty clamp, and then to turn one way, to turn the other way, and then there's a home button to get it back to where it began. This is a $150 curling iron. And I was going to try it for the first time with you guys, but then, you know, curiosity got me, and I was like, I'm not going to wait. I'm going to try it. So one night I decided to get it out and curl my hair just to play with it. And while I'm blabbering, I'm going to get started, okay? So I decided to pull it out of the box and go ahead and give it a little go. So I get it out. I turn it on. Pretty self-explanatory. I set the temp. It warms up. It warms up very quickly. So that's nice. And I start doing a little curl. And I'm going to be honest with you. Got hair all over my shirt now. I'm going to be honest with you. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and tell you. As a curling iron, it's great. The BEACHWAVER part where you like push the button, I think is stupid. Hold on. Okay, so you're going to want to take your hair and you're going to want to clamp it. I always leave some hanging out, and then you're going to want to push the button the direction you want to go. So if you want to go away from your face, that's how I curl my hair. I always curl away from my face. You're going to push the button to go away from your face. Okay, but the problem is there is a slow mode and a fast mode. Put it on slow mode, okay? Put it on slow mode unless you literally want to run the risk of curling your hair right out of your head, because this thing moves fast and it's terrifying, okay? And then you got something like this, which looks really nice, but I'm going to be honest with you guys. All right, now I'm going to show you the way I've been using it as opposed to the other. Hold on, let's go to the home. Okay. I clamp. I just turn it. To me, now, don't get me wrong. I love this thing. This thing is great. It's awesome. I like how small the clamp is, so it's not like a full curling iron. You can just clamp your hair in, and it's almost like a wand after that, but you don't have to hold the hair on yourself. So my ladies that aren't really good at using a wand, you can use it like a curling iron and a wand. It's kind of like a 2-in-1 type situation. But me personally, I don't feel like I need the button that curls it for me. Like, ow! See, like sometimes it pulls and it's scary. It's scary to me. I couldn't imagine using this on someone else's head and not knowing how much it was like potentially pulling on their head. Could you imagine? I couldn't. So whenever I ordered this, the thing that was going through my head is this a gimmick? Is this a gimmick? Or is it something very helpful? The fact that you have to hit the home button every time, like, I feel like is kind of silly and stupid and gimmicky. And like, again, I'll show you again. Clamp, twist. It's the same thing. It's the same thing as me twisting my hand. I'm curious to know, do any of you have a BEACHWAVER, and do you think that the fact that it turns for you is like the coolest thing ever? Or did you get it and you were like, why did I waste my money? I could have just gotten a regular curling iron for 40 or 50 bucks. And yeah, because I think even the cheapest version of these is like 75. I kind of was getting frustrated because at one point I kept seeing a discount code popping up on ads, but if you went to the website to use that code, it would tell you that that code wasn't valid anymore, which isn't cool. Okay, we're going to do this side. Okay, and I mean, like I said, it's not a bad idea. Like, the fact that it curls for you is cool. I have a question though. Does anybody know if that would be beneficial for someone that, like, say, had arthritis or something like that, or maybe carpal tunnel or some sort of, I accidentally hit the button. See, that could have been dangerous. Some sort of like hand condition? Let me know. Like, I'm curious is if you have anything like that. Does turning a curling iron like I just turned, just twisting it, does that hurt your hand as opposed, like, to the point where you wouldn't use a normal curling iron or a wand? Let me know, because I am very curious. I will say this is easier than a wand. If you're someone that has trouble using a wand, which I do, like, I'm good with almost any hair tool, but if you give me a wand, I start acting like I've never used my arms before. Because I know a lot of times with the wands, it's you have to hold them like this and then wrap the hair around it. And my brain just starts acting like it's never made my arms work a day in my life. And I just feel I feel like a goober, to be completely honest. But I am curious if, like, part of the thought behind the button is to be helpful for someone that may not have as much hand strength or like arthritis, carpal tunnel, anything like that. I am curious because obviously I don't have an issue with any of those things. My hands work perfectly fine. Thank you, Lord. But I just now that popped in my head, like maybe that would be beneficial. But I don't know, with somebody that I don't know. It's hard for me because it is such an expensive curling iron for me to say, yes, it is worth every penny, you need one. I'm going to have to feel like some type of way about it, and I just am not getting that, to be honest. I'm just not. Okay, I want your opinion. Comments down below. All right, so here is the button. Obviously, I used the button. Okay. And, you know, you got to let it sit. You got to let it, you know, heat up, all that stuff. I'm not going to tell you what temperature I have on here because if you were to get one, I don't want that to kind of influence the temperature you use on your hair. I know what my hair can take. All right, now this is me just spinning it. Now, is there that much of a difference between the two? In your opinion? Honest opinion. Just wanting to know. Because me personally, I just feel like fooling with the button and then returning it back to home and then doing it again and home and then, you know what I mean? I feel like that might take up extra time. Other than that, other than the fact that it might be a little gimmicky, I feel like this is definitely not something I feel like I have to look in the mirror whenever I use the button. Because I'm afraid, like, I need to know how close I am to my head. Because I'm afraid I'm going to hold the button too long and it's going to, like, suck up against my head and, like, burn me or something. Other than that, I do like the fact that it has a temperature gauge. It does have a handy dandy manual inside that gives you a little bit of, like, guidance as far as your hair texture or your hair type, whether you have fine, medium, or coarse hair, the temperature you should use whenever you're using the product. Let's see, other things. It does have the little stand, but I will say it kind of flops over a bit. So it's not the best stand ever. But at the same time, I guess it's better than the metal ones that used to be on like old school. I don't even know if I'm sure they probably do, where you would kick it out, but it would be so hot, it would like burn your finger when you would kick it out to stand your stuff on or sit your stuff on. I just say if you're sitting it on a surface you don't want to like it to touch, just put like a towel down or something like that between it and the surface to be safe. It's a good size. I like the barrel. Like I said, I like this little clamp where you can clamp down your hair and then it's like it's holding it onto like a wand for you. The curls are nice. I will say the first time I used it, my hair holds a curl quite well. The first time I used it, the curls had fallen out within like an hour or two, which was kind of a bummer because, you know, when you take the time to curl your hair and all of that, it is a bummer whenever the curls come out. I'm going to finish my hair off camera so you don't have to watch me sit here and do this the entire time. I'm going to finish curling my hair and then we're going to come back and I'm going to show you what it looks like after you're finished. And give you my final thoughts and all that good stuff. So I'll be right back. Okay, we are back. All of the hair is curled. This is what it looks like before you do anything to it. Okay, so here you go. I just want you to see. All right, now I'm going to run my fingers through it. You can use a comb. You can use a brush. You can leave it how it is. I personally wouldn't, but you can. And I will say that when it says waves, it definitely like gives it like a wavy look. The longer it's in, the longer your hair goes, the wavier it gets to me. You can always take a brush and you can brush it if you would rather. I'll show you what that looks like. See? It's just like very big and voluminous and bouncy and pretty. I like it. I'm not gonna lie though, as I was curling the rest of my hair, this is only the third time I've used this. As I was curling the rest of my hair, I was using the button, the Oh, I turned it off. The buttons to me, you know, and the more you use it, the faster it gets, the easier it gets, and the easier it is to use, if that, you know, obviously. So I will say there is a learning curve with this, or a practice that you need to get more comfortable and get faster. The more you do it though, the more you're just like, yep, me, oh, that's it, you know, and you're used to it. So I can see where this would be a quicker. That just goes to show you, you don't, I know a lot of people love first impressions, but if I had just filmed a first impressions, I would have said that I hated this and that it wasn't all that. But after using it 3 times, I'm gonna say, like, this is good. I like it. Like, obviously it speaks for itself. You can see my hair, you know, you can see how pretty it looks. Like, it just has a really nice bounce and wave and or curl, whatever you want to say. Like, it's really pretty. I really like it. $150, I don't know. If you don't, if the temperature setting is not something that's important to you, maybe pick up one of the cheaper versions, because like I said, they do have a cheaper version. I will link it in the description box down below. It's not, I wouldn't say it's cheap, but it's cheaper. If I can find a coupon code for you, I will put that in the description box as well. I really like it though. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna use it. That's the thing. Like, I like to gauge it with like this. Will I pull this out of my cabinet, plug it in, and use it when I want to curl my hair? Yeah. Even if I do, like, like, just ignore this part and I clamp down and I just curl, I still am gonna use this. You know what I mean? Well, obviously I'm going to use it because it was $150 and I'm going to use it because I bought it. But I also think I would just use this, you know? I like it. I like it. If you have the money, I would say grab it. If you have the money and you've been wanting it, I say, yeah, definitely do it. You're going to have to practice with the buttons and the turning and all of that stuff. You're going to have to practice with that. But once you get the hang of it, it's a lot easier. I mean, even just going from the couple of times I showed you on camera to the last little pieces of hair, it was getting easier to do. And just like, it kind of became like just muscle memory, like hitting the buttons and stuff. So don't expect to be perfect at using this as soon as you pop it out of the box. Definitely practice with it. I say if you get it one weekend when you don't have anywhere to go, like, sit down and practice with it. So if your hair turns out janky or you hate it, you hate the way, you know, you end up curling it or whatever, you know, it's no big deal. But I think it looks beautiful. I really like it. Yeah. You know, I feel like we're in a time when things are getting more expensive. People have less money, people have less patience, and they definitely have more stress. And the last thing I need to do is get on here and be like, yes, this is so worth it, when it's not. I say buy the cheaper version. If you are someone that has just like normal hair, it's not bleached, it's not like super color treated, it's not like something like hair that's going to break really easily or anything like that, get the one that doesn't have a temperature gauge and just get that one because it's a little bit cheaper. If you're someone that has bleached hair or really damaged hair, get the one with the temperature gauge so you can decide the temperature that you're putting on your hair. But other than that, I like it. I give it 5 stars for sure. Will I use it? Yeah. Okay, apparently I got the BEACHWAVER S1. It says it right here. I like it. I think it's good. I think it's good. I'm not going to lie, though. I hope I continue to like it more and more the longer I use it, because I like it more today than the first day I used it. Anywho, I love you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If there are other hair tools you want to see me try out, leave it in the comments down below and I will pick it up and try it out for you. If you haven't subscribed already, please consider doing so before you go, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!